Hello, and welcome to Finance House. Have you ever wondered how some families seem to stay wealthy for generations, almost as if their money grows on its own? It's not magic, and it's not just about earning a high income. It's about a silent, powerful force that works 24/7, a mathematical truth that the wealthy have understood and leveraged for centuries. This is the hidden law of compound power. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this concept. It's the engine that builds dynasties and, if we're being honest, creates a vast, invisible divide between the rich and everyone else. But here's the good news. This law isn't exclusive. Anyone can understand it and anyone can start using it. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see your money, your time, and your future in a completely new light. So, what is this compound power? You've probably heard of compound interest. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. But let's break it down simply. Compounding is the process of generating earnings on an asset's reinvested earnings. It's not just interest on your initial money, it's interest on your interest. It's a snowball effect. Imagine you have a single dollar. If it doubles every day, how long would it take to reach $1 million? Take a guess. A year? A month? The answer is just 20 days. On day 1, you have $1. Day 2, you have 2. Day 5, 16. By day 10, you're at $512. It feels slow, almost insignificant. This is what I call the deceptive flat line of compounding. For most people, this is where they give up. They don't see the explosive growth, so they stop. But let's keep going. On day 15, that dollar has become over $16,000. And by day 20, it's over 1 million. The growth wasn't linear, it was exponential. The biggest leaps happened at the very end. Now, let's apply this to real-world wealth. The wealthy don't just spend their money, they put it to work in assets that compound. These can be stocks, real estate, or businesses. Their money starts making more money. Then, that new money joins the workforce and starts earning its own money. It's like having an army of tiny financial soldiers working for you around the clock, never sleeping, never taking a day off. This creates what I call the escape velocity of wealth. At a certain point, the returns from their investments surpass their living expenses. They are no longer dependent on a job. Their wealth is now self-sustaining and growing exponentially. Their money is multiplying without them actively working for it. This is how dynasties are built. A family builds a foundation of assets, and over generations, that foundation compounds into a fortress of wealth. Let's look at a more realistic example. Imagine two friends, Alex and Ben, both 25 years old. Alex starts investing $500 a month and gets an average annual return of 8%. He does this for just 10 years until he's 35 and then stops investing completely, letting his money grow. In total, he invested $60,000. Ben, on the other hand, waits until he's 35 to start. He invests the same $500 a month, also at an 8% return, but he invests consistently for 30 years until he's 65. Ben invests a total of $180,000, 3 times more than Alex. Now, who do you think has more money at age 65? It has to be Ben, right? He invested for longer and put in way more money. How is this possible? The answer is time. Alex gave his money 40 years to compound. Ben only gave his money 30 years. That first decade was the most powerful decade of all because it laid the foundation for the exponential growth that followed. Alex's money had a 10-year head start, and that made all the difference. This is the crucial takeaway. The most important factor in compounding isn't the amount of money you invest, it's the amount of time your money has to grow. This principle is precisely why an invisible divide forms. Those who start early, even with small amounts, build a massive advantage over those who start later with larger sums. The wealthy often ensure their children start early, setting up investment accounts for them from birth. This isn't just a gift of money, it's the gift of time, the most precious ingredient for compounding. A child with a small investment portfolio has a 60 or 70-year timeline for their money to compound. That initial seed money can grow into a life-changing fortune by the time they retire, without them adding another penny. Meanwhile, someone from a less privileged background might not start investing until their 30s or 40s, after paying off student loans and saving for a down payment. They've lost the most critical decades of compounding growth. They have to work much harder and save much more just to try and catch up, but mathematically, the gap is almost impossible to close. It's like starting a marathon 10 miles behind the lead runners. But don't let this discourage you, let it empower you. The lesson isn't that the game is rigged. You can't change the past, but you can change your future, starting today. No matter your age, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So how do you harness this power? First, you need to start. It doesn't matter if it's $50 a month or $5 a month. The habit and the time in the market are what matter most. Use low-cost index funds or ETFs. These are simple investment vehicles that track the overall market, giving you broad diversification and harnessing the long-term growth of the economy. They are the perfect tool for long-term compounding. Second, be patient and consistent. Remember the deceptive flat line. For the first 5, maybe even 10 years, your portfolio growth might feel underwhelming. You'll be tempted to pull your money out or stop contributing. Don't. This is the test. This is where most people fail. You have to trust the process and stay the course. The exponential explosion happens later. Your future self will thank you for your discipline. Third, automate everything. Set up automatic transfers from your bank account to your investment account every payday. This removes emotion and willpower from the equation. You pay yourself first, and your financial army grows without you even thinking about it. The law of compound power is a universal truth. It works for everyone, regardless of their starting point. It's a silent force that can either work for you or against you. When you have debt, like credit cards or high-interest loans, compounding is working against you, digging you into a deeper hole every day. But when you invest, you flip the script. You make compounding your greatest ally. The secret of the rich isn't some complex strategy hidden in a vault. It's a deep, fundamental understanding and application of this simple mathematical principle. They don't just work for their money, they make their money work for them, creating a cycle of ever-increasing wealth that transcends generations. You now have the knowledge. You understand the hidden law. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you let the deceptive flat line discourage you, or will you embrace the power of time and patience? The choice you make today will compound into the reality you live tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us at Finance House today. I hope this has opened your eyes to the incredible potential that lies within your own financial future. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of finance. Start your compounding journey today. We'll see you in the next video.